Hi, hello, good morning. We are trying a little bit of a different filming setup today because I wanted to try filming on the iPad just to see if I like it. Because I thought that when I do reading wrap ups, for example, it's easier to scroll Storygraph on my phone than to open it on the computer. So I just wanted to give it a go. I hope the audio works. I did a little test, it seems okay. The iPad, unlike the phone, doesn't give me a message to indicate that the external mic is functioning. So all the lights seem to be on that we need. So we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope. And if I get to the end of this video and then the audio hasn't worked, I'm gonna hit the roof. Anyway, today we are going over the books I want to read in July. In the interest of full disclosure, I have finished a few of these already. I won't tell you which ones, but I have finished a few of these already because it's the middle of the month. I'm getting to it pretty late. But I still wanted to go over these because I will be releasing my typical dressing as my TBR video. And I thought it would be important, therefore, to go over my TBR. The first book I've got is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I read the Love Redesigned series by her, and I really loved it, especially the first one. So I have high hopes for this. And sometimes when I'm reading books by authors that I already know and like, that makes it easier to start books because sometimes I have trouble starting new stories. I have trouble task switching, starting new stories, finishing new stories, etc. because ADHD. So because I want to get through a number of physical books, which can also be hard on the eyes and give me migraines, but because I want to get through so many physical books, I thought I'd read a bunch of authors that I already know I like. So The Fine Print. It's about Rowan and Zara. Rowan owns a theme park and Zara is an architect, and Rowan is known for being difficult, we'll say. And Zara criticizes a ride at this theme park and catches his interest, and it all spills out from there. And it's a billionaire romance, which in real life, eat the rich, but in fiction can be fun. The next book is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This follows Percy and Sam, who are best friends, or who were lifelong best friends until, something happened, etc. This is the last Carly Fortune book I haven't read because I didn't realize One Golden Summer was the second one in this little duology. So I read that one first. It doesn't really matter. They're interconnected, but you can read them as standalones. So yes, One Golden Summer I've already read. This is the first book in that duology, and it's the only Carly Fortune one I haven't read other than her latest release. So I'm hoping to get to this month and then read Our Perfect Storm in August. The next book, I'm sorry, I'm going through these quite fast because I have a lot of books to get through, but the next book is In 5 Years by Rebecca Serrell. I also read Expiration Dates by this author, and that book was so good and so unexpected, and so I don't know, I just thought about that book for a really long time afterwards and thought about the themes in it. But I really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that I really enjoy this one as well. This is about a woman, Danny, who has meticulously crafted her 5-year plan. But one night she falls asleep and she dreams about being in a loft with another man who is not her fiance. And she just brushes it off, and it's that was weird. Until she meets that man. And then things kind of all go out the window, all go off the rails. So the front says this is a love story, but not the love story you're expecting. So I have, again, high hopes for this one. I'm hoping that it'll be a tearjerker because the reviews call it stunning, poignant and tender, and compelling. So hopefully I really enjoy this one. Next is, oh my god, I can't pick this up, Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This is about, oh my goodness, the cat is trying to play with the bookmark. This is about the daughter of the Pirate King who allows herself to get captured by the enemy in the name of furthering a quest that she's on. However, she may or may not fall in love with her enemy. You cannot eat. You cannot eat that. So I read The Shadows Between Us and the Darkness Within Us. I think that's the duology, also by this author. And I really liked them. I found them like they were pretty predictable, but I still loved them. I had a great time. Also, isn't this gorgeous? This sprayed edge and like the metallic on the cover. It's so pretty, and I'm a sucker for a pretty book, as you know. And I already own the whole trilogy because it was on discount somewhere. And they're all like this. They're all really gorgeous editions. And hopefully I like this one because I do have the other two, and because I have the other two, I've kind of committed to reading the whole thing, whether I like it or not. But preferably, I like it. Next is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the second book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I loved Stalking Jack the Ripper. It's basically set in an alternate historical London where Jack the Ripper is at large, and it's about this girl who wants to be a doctor, but of course it's frowned upon, but she has an uncle who's willing to teach her, and she kind of goes about the task of uncovering Jack the Ripper's identity. There's a great twist. I won't spoil it, and I don't think I can say a lot about this book without spoiling it either, but here, I'll read you the back. A young man impaled by a sharp wooden stake, a young chambermaid drained of her blood. They say it's Prince Dracula arisen from the dead. I say it's the living, not the dead, we should fear the most. I also read the Kingdom of the Wicked series, I think it's called, by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm sorry, I don't know any of these names. I just remember the covers, which is why I organize my bookshelf by color, because I will remember the cover after seeing it once. I won't remember the name or the author. Anyway, this basically follows her as she goes to medical school and solves another mystery. Next is the fourth book in the This Woven Kingdom series. It's Every Spiral of Fate by Tahara Mafi. This one I pre-ordered last year when it came out, before it came out, and then it showed up on my doorstep, and I was like, what is this? I didn't order a package. What is this? And then I opened it and I was like, oh, it's a book. That was really exciting. But this, I'm not sure what I can say without giving it away. But the series follows this girl, Eliza. She's been hiding a very dangerous secret, and she gets embroiled in this political situation between two kingdoms. And in this one, she's slated to get married. We had a big reveal at the end of book 3, and this book picks up where we left off, as series do. But I have had this on my TBR, like I said, for over a year. It's been on my shelf, and I think it's about time I read it. Okay, we have a few audiobooks. We have Bromantasy by Mary Roach. This, the cover says 2 heroes, 1 brain cell, which is so funny. I saw this book recommended on a Facebook group, and it just seemed so whimsical and funny, and I had to pick it up. So this is about 2 guys, 2 roommates, 2 best friends who accidentally sign up for a quest, accidentally end up going on a quest to fight a dragon. And it's kind of marketed as but the most scary monster they fight on the way is their attraction to each other. And I find that, again, very funny and so appealing. And I want something fun and light, because some of these are a little bit on the heavier side or a little bit on the darker side. So just wanted something fun and light. Next, I am going to read Caraval this month, mainly because my hold on Libby came through. So we're definitely reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I didn't say that. This book is about a game called Caraval. It takes place over a series of nights, and basically you play the game at night, and in the morning the doors lock. And if you're stuck outside in the morning, you kind of can't play anymore. So it's about this game, and it's about these two sisters who live on this island, and they're both kind of desperate to get off this island and out from under their father's thumb in their own ways. And this one sister, she's been writing to the master legend of Caraval for years, and he's never answered her letters. But suddenly, an invitation to come to Caraval shows up, and they find a way to get off the island and to sail to, I think it's a different island, where they end up playing Caraval. But there are so many more secrets, and there's so much more going on under the surface than meets the eye. Okay, we've got more Libby books. We've got How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. This is about a woman who joins a seniors club, and she expects it to be, knitting and tea and like all of these like very cozy, serene hobbies. However, she joins this club, and it's nothing like she expects. The women there are full of color and have interesting pasts. And so when the city threatens to sell the community center out of which they're based, they band together, and it says that together this group's unorthodox methods may actually work as long as the police don't catch up with them first. So this is going to be a really interesting read, I think. It sounds hilarious. And again, I wanted something light. I wanted something fun. So there's that one. Okay, finally we have Hungerstone by Kat Dunn. This is a compulsive feminist reworking of Carmilla, the queer novella that inspired Dracula. This is about a woman in a souring marriage, and she meets this mysterious woman, Carmilla, who is kind of weak and pale during the day but comes alive at night. And soon the girls in the village start to fall sick to this mysterious illness. And this woman cannot deny the fact that she's very attracted to Carmilla, and she kind of has to choose between Carmilla and the affection of her husband. This has been, again, in my holds for a while, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And that concludes our video. That concludes our list of books I want to read in July. I know that's a staggering list. It's so many books, but as I said, I've already finished a few of them. So I do have faith in myself that I can get through a good number of them. And that's pretty much it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.